Hello, recording.
Hello, recording.
Hello.
Hello, recording.
Hi, recording.
All right. So, where last we left our heroes, several of us fought a giant shark.
Tupus.
We got some bits off that giant shark. Some of us died.
Tupus.
Almost died. Tupus.
It was a sharktopus.
Sharktopus. You are correct. Sharktopus. How dare I put dishonor on its name?
Fuck its name.
honor-
You're dishonoring our name. A regular shark would have been way easier to kill.
The honor of House Sharktopus shall be upheld.
Building a Sharktopus patron next. We also killed a guy who, as far as we can tell, may have been under the influence of a severe head wound and high infection. And now there's going to be some consequences about that. But before that, you all made your way back. You all leveled.
Yay.
And from there, you will all have a long rest. Now, before you all long rest, is there anything you would all like to do? Note that pre-long rest, you will still behave as if you have not gained the level. So, whatever you want to do, keep it brief, if anything.
I'm good.
Anyone else?
No. Harley said he's good.
Okay. And Gaz?
Let me see. I can remember if I'd done my leveling up and stuff the last time I was here, but no, okay, I'm good. Sorry. I don't think I have anything pressing.
Okay. As you return, I did hear Harley was a bit distant. Where is Harley currently?
Harley's in the kitchen. He said he was fine. He already did something.
Okay. Well, as you go into the long rest, actually, we'll wait until Harley gets back because I need Harley for this. However, I'm going to mandate something while we do this. Is that everybody mutes themselves and we have no peanut gallery.
Done at...
Once Harley gets back, obviously, so we can chit chat here. Until then.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I thought I had to do it right now. I'm very tired.
It's okay. You're allowed to be tired.
Now we can throw peanuts all we want.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, get the peanuts done. Get them out now.
Get this Statler and Waldorf act going.
Yeah.
Okay, to be fair, Harley is the peanut gallery most of the time, so I don't think you'll have any problems.
Do you all want to?
We learn that he's able to split off a second smaller part of himself that will heckle himself while he's doing his own scene.
Question: do you all want to discuss your legal strategy for Grog in the morning?
Oh,
When you go talk to the magistrate, might as well throw that one out there before we get anything else started.
Freya is going to just say to Grog, don't say anything. We're just gonna tell the sheriff what we're here to do is more important than the problems that may be caused along the way.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna like that.
Yeah,
I was
don't
just gonna
think that
tell
was
them that he was. slowly dying of a head wound, so I kind of put him out of his misery.
Do they have
Yeah,
medicine
seconded.
here for head wounds? Could we
I
have
mean, it was
healed the
pretty
head
severe
wound?
blood poisoning. You have to be pretty darn blood poisoned to throw a child into a lake.
I mean, we could always, and this is radical, tell the truth that at the time we knew him to be someone who had abducted, traveled a significant distance with, and then attempted to murder a child. It was only after he died we became aware of the head injury. But at the time, we acted on what we knew, and that seemed just.
And it was. Grog gives everyone a thumbs up.
Okay, Grog.
Wasn't Grog aware of the head injury pre-murder?
He still murdered a child.
No, the child didn't die. He
Attempted
attempted
murder.
to murder a child.
But also, this is fairly significant. He decided this ahead of time. He abducted the child from fully the other side of town and walked her all the way to the lake, and then took her out, and then attempted to drown. This
He'd
wasn't
had the head
momentary.
injury for like a few days, if I'm remembering right.
Yes,
But,
your medicine check showed you that. Your initial medicine check showed you. You knew the wound was several days old. It wasn't until after he had died that you realized that he had had significant blood poisoning from.
Get your luck, Chad.
No.
Fine, starve. I'm back. Sorry about that.
You're fine. We're talking
So-
legal strategy.
No, I think so far our legal strategy is actually one we've never fucking tried before, which is tell the truth.
Yeah. Just,
Let's just fucking try it, man. We've never done it before. Fuck it.
Also, listen.
I've
the
literally
NHS says
not
that the
lied
symptoms-
this whole game.
The NHS says that the symptoms of sepsis include acting confused, slurred speech, or not making sense. They don't say attempted child murder.
There are very few injuries that can lead you all the way to attempted child murder. Even frontal lobe brain rot is more about getting rid of your inhibition, which would mean that if you then took up and started murdering children, it had occurred to you ahead of time.
Yeah.
And I believe I got quite a high medicine roll when we checked. So
Also, I'm sorry I'm such
consider
a
that.
peanut gallery.
mid-sentence.
You're fine.
We good.
I
Yeah,
enjoy
I
it. It's like when a character on a show looks straight into camera.
Listen, we
100%.
don't have a bard. I'm the closest we got, so someone's got to be aware of the fourth wall.
Interdimensional.
There's got
Mm-hmm.
there's got to be at least one person who just, you know, barrels down the camera, makes direct eye contact with the audience, and goes like, "Get a load of these guys, am I right?" And then just turns back to the scene.
I mean, Grog read the Herald fucking waiting for Godot to get him to fall as a bedtime story. We're not
It's true.
exactly lacking for characters who aren't taking the universe that seriously.
All right. Any more discussion to be had around the
Nah.
legal defense?
I'm gonna stay out of it. So,
Then, as
Because
you
you're
all,
not getting paid to do it.
because I don't think this is important enough to weigh in on.
What if I die, Freya?
What if you die?
Wow.
I assume
Maybe the next character coming in will be more agreeable.
Grog, question.
What?
If you die, don't you just go back to hell?
Like, probably. I don't know. It's Barovia.
Who knows
I
what
just-
happens here to anyone?
I feel like Asmodeus probably has a pretty solid... Well, actually, does Asmodeus want you to go back to hell?
It depends
Believe
on
you.
the
We'll find
day, and
out.
I haven't been around for a while, so like maybe. What am I, a psychic?
Maybe Barovia
The,
has like its
It
own
hasn't
version of hell
happened yet.
for Grog.
It's just for Greg.
the camera cuts to Asmodeus sitting in his office like, it's so quiet without Grog in here giving me a headache.
I
He's
kind of
got two
miss
little
her.
pieces of hell cucumber on, well, like one on each eye.
Mhm.
The horns are like slathered in some kind of like moisturizing balm. Like the fluffy slippers are out.
Oh my god, it
Doing
would
the
be
fucking.
so funny. He's
the-
got 17 eyes, and all of them have cucumbers on them.
That's a whole. That's
Took
a
like
lot of
15
cucumber.
cucumbers to do it.
Yeah.
Worth it.
Doing the whole Squidward bit, like, boy, I sure wish Grog were here to enjoy Grog not being here.
Damn, he just has a normal amount of eyes.
Aw.
He's got a dog though.
Oh.
He's called Asmodee Ass. It's not
Ah.
Asmodee Eye. Come on now.
Ah. Okay.
All right. With that,
We can
where's
leave.
everybody sleeping for the night? In your usual places?
Room.
Yeah.
Uh,
We were told to go back to our rooms very specifically.
So, Garth, are you out in the stable?
hey, Walker.
Yes.
Is it okay if I sleep in your room tonight? I almost died earlier, and I don't super want to go back to the barn.
Yeah. That's totally fine.
Dope. Karth is gonna make like a blanket nest in the corner of Walker's room.
Okay. As you drift off to sleep, you find yourself sitting at a table, small little round wooden table, and looking around you, you find that you are in what appears to be a library. The only exception being that the ceiling and a wall off to your left are missing. And beyond it, you can see what you can only tell would be. Make an Arcana check for me.
Ba 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 ba. My mouse doesn't want to work. 17.
That's the Astral Sea.
Hmm.
And also at the edges, it's like incomplete. You see, it's not actually off to your left. It's not actually a wall. It's not that a wall is missing. It's that the room is missing on that edge. So you look and you see halfway through a bookcase just sort of tethers out as it sort of phases out of existence. So essentially that half of the room just isn't formed.
Well, that's not OSHA compliant.
No, not at all. And you hear, as you're kind of looking off in that direction, you hear the chair scrape, another chair scrape behind you across the floor as someone sits down. And across from you is a little human-ish looking man with bright the only thing that sort of betrays that he is not human are his features are just slightly off, like someone's drawing a human from memory, and also the irises are sort of a glittery red.
So how's your day going?
It's not going good, guys. It's not going good.
Yeah. But did you get eaten by a shark?
Well, I live inside of you, so technically.
You know, the Herald actually got eaten by a shark. Like, it actually put him in his mouth. He took acid damage and everything.
You know, Koth, I don't ask for much, do I? You're my ride. Till we can find something better, a better host for me.
Right.
I don't ask for much, and I give so much. I even called upon a friend to help keep you alive.
Didn't ask you to do that.
Well, if you die, where do I go?
I don't know. How buoyant is Crystal?
You know what, Koth? I felt it earlier today. You wanted to forsake my powers. After rescuing you, after all I've done, you want to get rid of me. Why?
Well, boss, you see, the thing about that is, a lot of the things that you do for me, I'm starting to realize are actually just things you're doing for yourself in the long run. You give me powers so that I can survive for longer, so that you can eventually hold up, or so that I'll eventually hold up my end of the deal. Presumably, when that happens, my powers stop being gifts and start being shackles. And I've been around this block a couple times. I've played this game. And I'm thinking that maybe I deserve better than being the next big bad villain's henchman. You know, maybe I'd like to be important to someone who doesn't just need me because I'm good at stabbing or stealing. Or in this case, I don't know, ferrying. I don't know what I don't have a verb for what it is I do for you.
Well, and as he leans forward, you can see uh, uh, the clothing he's wearing is very clearly just part of him. It's not actually clothing. Because as he leans forward and as you can tell he's getting angrier, you see a mouth or two float across his body. an eye hanging about his shoulder. And you see one or two tendrils start to snake out from behind him. Then I suppose, if that's how you feel, I don't fucking need you anymore. He just looks at you and sits back and goes, well, Karth, enjoy the last couple of minutes of your pathetic fucking life. And I need Karth and Walker to both make wisdom saving throws.
21.
10.
Okay. So, Walker, you feel something very nearly take hold of you in your sleep. And you manage to push it off. And you start to wake up and you smell something in the room. And you realize it should be dark behind your eyelids, except it's red. What do you do?
I would like to. It should be. Say that again.
So, like, your eyes are closed. Usually, when it's dark out, it's dark behind your eyelids. It is now bright red behind your eyelids. And you smell smoke.
Walker is going to put an arm in front of her. Walker's going to put an arm in front of her face and open her eyes with them slightly shielded.
Your bed is on, like, the blankets on top of you are currently on fire.
Query.
Yes.
How long have we been asleep before this happens?
You're still on.
So I haven't reselected my spells yet.
Technically, no.
Okay.
But just to give you the rest of the room, make a quick perception check. You're gonna make this a disadvantage because you have Smire and smoke literally in your face.
Which check? Sorry.
Perception. And yes, Freya, I know. Remember, you've all returned. It seems like you've all returned to your own rooms. Walker was one of the people who had their
14.
own room. 14? Yeah, you can't see anything past the blaze.
In which case, Walker's next step is to like pull her shirt up over her mouth, take enough of a deep breath to shout at the top of her lungs, "Fire! Fire! Fire!"
You're not getting out from under the burning blankets?
I mean, yeah, I can do both of those things.
Okay, okay. I was just checking that you just sounded like you sat up, went fire as you're starting to burn to death.
I mean, I'm assuming it's more than just the fire, just the blankets on fire.
No, it is you. You and
Oh,
the blankets.
in which case, I'm not a bitch. I just stop, drop, and roll that bad boy. I thought this was worse. Ugh.
Okay. And yes, Freya, you and the Herald would both start smelling the fire at this point. But as you smother the flames, because of how obscure, because the room is filled with smoke, you hear your window shatter, and that's it. Karth, we're jumping back a few seconds. You wake up and find yourself completely frozen, unable to move. And you watch as this jet of fire lights the bed next to you, where Walker would be, as Drindar walks over to you, grabs the crystal in your chest, and yanks it from you. And she jumps out the window afterward.
How frozen am I? Can I talk?
No, you are absolutely frozen. And you watch as Walker puts the fire out.
Wait,
Go
wait.
ahead.
With my last dying ember of eldritch magic,
Go for it.
I would like to telepathically shout to every living creature within 30 feet of me. Walker's on fire. Help.
All of you hear that. I will allow it.
And I would like to be clear. This is the telepathic equivalent of Karth doing his draconic roar ability. So this is like brain shakingly loud.
Fucking ow, Jesus.
Fucking hell.
The fact that he's going to say this, she is literally moments later, going to put the fire out, so everyone is going to run in, and Walker's no longer going to be on fire.
Walker,
It's the best part of this.
You go to stamp the fire out, and it does not go out.
Is it on the blanket or on me? Okay. In which case, I would like to do something real stupid. It's just like a little cot bed, right?
Yes.
I would like to grab that bed.
Oh no, you're on like a bed. You're on a proper bed.
And is it the frame or is it the mattress?
It is a mattress.
The thing that is on fire is currently the mattress filled with straw, correct?
A mattress.
Sexy. In which case, Walker's going to shout, Harold! Grab the mattress and throw herself and the mattress out of the window, taking all of the fire with her.
Is the window that big?
It was big enough for Drindar to get out. I don't see why.
Isn't Drindar like a small?
No,
Like,
she's
Drindar's
like
Dragonborn.
Yeah, Drindar's like person sized.
yeah, fair, I guess. It was a single mattress.
I mean, upside, I'm landing on the mattress. Downside, the mattress I'm landing on will be on fire.
Okay, so everyone is still. So you have all heard this shout. You've heard the psychic shout. So whatever you all are doing, if you're running to the room, that is what you're doing. But Karth, as you watch this flaming ball leap out of the window, mattress and all, the spell wears off of you, or the effect wears off of you. You immediately drop to 0 hit points, and I need you to make a death saving throw.
You got it, boss.
That's why we back up healer, boys.
Death save. Ugh. 1 failure.
Okay, I'm going to go down the list here. Just tell me what you were going to do, as we're going to kind of go in semi initiative order. I'm just going to go with the order that I see you all. So the first is Harold. What are you doing?
Bust down the goddamn door.
You bust down the door. You see an unconscious. You see a window shattered, and all you see is an unconscious Karth in the corner. And he is he's got this giant weeping wound in his chest where the crystal that you know used to be there, it's gone.
Is he smart enough to make the connection that the window is broken because Walker jumped out of it?
If you were in a trance, you probably heard it break.
You heard
That's true.
Yeah, you guys smell the fire. You heard the window break, so you probably assume Walker went out that way.
Then he's gonna focus on Karth.
Okay, what do you want to do? It would have been your action to kick down the door. So
he's just uber fucked. Like, in need of immediate medical attention.
Yes.
Oh man, I don't know if I even have any healing spells that aren't like an action rather than a bonus action.
Didn't you
Or
have
at least
lay
another
on hands?
round.
Oh, it can lay on hands be done as a bonus. Well,
I
as
think
an
it could.
action, you can touch it.
It's a bonus action, I believe, if you do it to yourself.
Hmm. In that case, yeah, if it was an action to kick the door in, there's not really much else Harold can do right now other than grab Karth and get him out of the room, like get him downstairs.
Okay. So you're taking him out of the room. I'll let you pick him up. You get a little bit. So you're still in the room. You're on your way. Next up is Freya.
Okay. Freya also follows the Herald in. Also, can we get onto the inn map? Because it seems like we need to
Sure.
position.
Eine Gange bitte.
Oh. Okay, it loaded in. Which room is Walker in?
So it would have been.
Oh my god, my mouse is just not working.
Did you unplug it and plug it back in?
I did. It's like,
Where's the Herald? There he is.
Or was I just inside the room?
Yeah, you'd be in there.
Cool. Okay.
And where is Karth? Where's Karth's mini at?
I'm trying to get it to the fucking bedroom, but I'm in the corner of the first floor.
There we go. That's where you all are.
Okay, so Freya will 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 end up in the room.
Okay.
Karth looks fucked up. Nothing I can do for that. I don't think. Going to run to the window and look, see what state Walker is in.
At this point, because we haven't quite gotten to her, she's currently a flaming fireball headed towards the ground.
Mm.
Um,
Um,
I guess having just hit the ground.
mm-hmm. I don't have anything for put out fire, so I don't know what I can do here. Freya will turn back to the Herald and be like, are you gonna be able to fix that?
I'll do what I can. Go after her.
Alright, and then I'm gonna jump out the window.
Yeah.
Aiming
Make an
to
acrobatics.
not land on top of Walker.
Yeah, that's fine.
Aim for the bushes.
that was such a wild scene.
Wow.
You are gonna take.
Can I not spider climb down there?
Oh yeah, no, you can just run down the wall. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever movement you have left.
I think I would need to take my rush in order to actually get down there. That's what, 10 feet?
Yeah, just about.
Okay, I would get like halfway down the wall if I don't take my potion. So I'll take the potion and then I'll walk down.
Cool.
Um, And then I'm waiting for to see if Walker puts out the fire.
Okay. Grog, you're up.
Yeah. Grog will. Grog only heard Walker is on fire, so Grog's gonna leave the hammer and just run through to Walker's room. Looks at half dying Karth, looks at open window, points at window, looks at Harold and goes, Walker.
Yes.
Great. And Grog will jump out the fucking window.
Cannonball!
Also, Grog, I'm giving you the control flames cantrip because it's dumb that you don't have that.
Thank you. Like, it just doesn't make sense that I can set people on fire, but I can't do something as small as control flame.
Yeah, no, it's a cantrip. Go ahead and take it.
Okay, so
and you don't need to be raging to use that. That's just part of your infernalness.
Did you say acrobatics?
Yeah. Just to
Not
make
my
sure you don't take damage on the fall.
16.
Cool. You land.
A cool flip.
Yeah. 3-point landing. Perfectly fine. And you find that Walker is... Oh, you've landed on top of Walker.
Yeah, Walker is quite big, and there is the whole mattress.
Yeah. So no, you're just on top of Walker. You're resistant to flame, correct?
I believe so. Let me just open Hell Barbarian. Yes, at 6th level, I gain resistance to fire damage.
Okay. So you are only going to take 4 points of fire damage from this flame. And you also, being what you are, immediately recognize that this flame, it's not unnatural. But it is not an ordinary flame.
Like, it's using some kind of fuel or something, but it's not magic.
No, it's not magical per se. You would say this flame, from your just immediate feelings without making any kind of thing, any kind of check, it's magic adjacent.
Cool. Yeah, no, this is how Graz can take a really deep breath and just take a big drink of fire as a fun, flavorful way to suck up a 5-foot cube of flame. Which isn't the whole of Walker's body, but it's got to be a good portion of the mattress.
5-foot cube?
A 5-foot cube would be all of it because it's not in a cube; it's laid out.
Yeah, no, and it's not all of her. It's just her like just parts of her shirt and parts of the
I assumed she
mattress.
was like fully like human torch.
She's getting there. She's getting there. But but like it's taking a second. But yeah, no, you can 100. But even if she was 5-foot cube, you can.
Yep, range air 60 feet and 5-foot cube, and you instantly extinguish the flames within the cube.
But you've done something interesting. You've decided to breathe it in.
Yeah.
Go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw. Let's have some fun.
19.
19. All right, I'm gonna send you something. But well done. You suck up all the fire.
Fuck. Hey, Walker.
Next up is Karth.
Hi, I'm Karth. I'm having a straight up bad day.
Having a bad day. Yeah. So go ahead.
That's me. You're probably...
Go ahead and roll that death save.
Woo! Not dead yet.
All right. Next up then is Walker.
I'm no longer on fire.
No.
Oh wait, so first off,
Oh, though you did, Walker.
damage
I missed it. I missed it earlier. You did take 9 points of fire damage.
from waking up on fire.
Yeah, you were on fire there for a
Right.
minute. Technically, I should give you 2 of those. You're gonna heal it if you long rest anyway, but like,
Yes.
yeah.
So I'm no longer. So do I also take fall damage, or does the mattress negate that?
No, you're gonna take 2 points of fall damage.
Okay, worth it. Question.
Yeah.
Given that she went out the window and I went out the window, presumably right after her, can I see where she's gone?
Make a perception check.
Never mind. I was on fire. I'm
No,
very.
you were on
distracted.
fire. You were a bit distracted.
In which case, Walker's going to get to her feet and look at Grog and Freyr who are withering and say that Drindar has Himarath's crystal and just tried to kill us all. And then he's going to pick a direction because we're on an up and downy street, right? Or straight ahead?
No, you're in essentially on the side of a building. In about 20 or 30 feet in front of you is another building. Behind you is the backyards of all of these buildings. And in front, if you go forward, then there's a street.
Then I'm running for the street.
Okay, you run out to the street.
Right, it's
what are you
like-
gonna do?
Wait, what? And then Walker is off. Probably shouldn't be running around after just being on fire, but what might I say?
It's Walker.
So does getting to the street use up all of my first round of movement?
Say that again?
Does getting to the street use up my first round of movement?
Yeah, I would say so.
Looking up and down the street, do I now see her?
No, you do not.
And I
You've
don't
already
see
used
anything
your
on
perception
fire.
check.
I know, but I'm like I moved to a different. That's what I'm asking. And there's nothing obviously on fire.
We're still in turn order?
Yeah.
So you've moved out?
Yeah.
You used your action to look around. You only have your boat. It's not you can't make a second action to look around again at the street. You'll have to wait till next turn. Karth is still dying, so we're gonna
Yeah, that's fine. Alright, okay. In which case, yeah, I guess she gets as far as the edge of the street. And then there's one of those looking around fucking dumbass things.
Okay. Next up is the Herald.
First thing Harold's going to do before he runs out of the room is send a telepathic message to Alan and just tell him they took the small one's heart, find them, follow them. He's then going to run Karth downstairs and pop him on one of the larger tables.
Not to be that guy, but from the room we're in, you'd actually have to leave the building to get downstairs unless you just hop the balcony.
Yeah, well, I was going to say hop the balcony
Throw
for
him-
quickness. Yeah.
Throw that little guy down there. What's the worst that happens?
You know,
Go ahead and make an
realistically
acrobatics
speaking,
check 'cause he's on
Karth actually weighs so little. The worst that happens is he gets hurt. He actually can't. If you run the physics out, he can't die
not
from
a
fall
mouse.
damage. He only weighs like 20 pounds. His terminal velocity is non-lethal.
How?
I mean, to be
tall
fair,
is he?
you're still trying to work out whether Harold would pick up Karth with a massive hole in his chest, walk to the balcony, lift him above his head, and go yeet, And I think, just from a character's perspective, the answer is probably not today.
Oh, I assume the herald just steps over the balcony edge.
He's not fucking
Yeah.
Zank. He's a different flavor of paladin.
What's your your proficiency, y'all, right now? Your proficiency
3?
bonus?
3.
Okay.
Hmm.
It's going to be 3 until like level 9, I think.
Hmm.
Cool beans.
Um, let me think. Descending, does talking to Alan telepathically count as like an action or a bonus action? Or...
It's not a bonus action.
Okay. And I've used my movement. So yeah, he's gonna use his action to just attempt to put about 5 points of his lay on hands pool into him to see if it begins to heal him.
Did we move? Where did we move to?
Downstairs, presumably. I figure I'd have gotten
Okay,
about
that's
here
fine.
and then leapt.
Yeah, that's fine. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check for me.
Acrobatics. He's not very good at these. 5. You don't mind if he loses a few hit points.
Okay, I'll give you this. You can take some hit points and drop Karth, or you can take the full dice damage and protect Karth.
Take the full dice.
So 6 points of damage.
Alright. Ain't nothing but a scratch. 6 points of damage. And yeah, as he's trying to heal him, is there anyone else in the ground floor? The
Not
place
right
empty?
now.
Okay.
You do see on the other side as you're jumping down, the twins, or the siblings are not actually twins. The children, essentially, and everybody else is coming out of their rooms. The barkeep, his wife, and their children are all coming out of their rooms at this point to see the commotion. But yeah, no, Karth sputters to life as you watch the wound on his chest close. There is a bit of a divot in his chest. But that's like where it used to be, in a very, very like sort of dark red scar there. But you do close up the chest wound with your next up, Freya.
Okay. Well, Freya was going to run right over to this well and start trying to douse Walker, but Walker took off down the road.
The Walker's already been you watched. I don't know if you remember Walker. Okay, just I don't know if you had stepped away or something. Grog, you watched
Yes, no,
Grog
I
literally suck up the fire.
yes.
Yeah.
I'm saying what Freya was going to do and then is not going to do that anymore. But
Okay.
Walker did mention Trindar took the thing, right? Did Walker mention that, or was that someone else?
Yeah.
Okay.
No, yeah. I said that.
Okay. Freya is going to try and track Trindar down with what is now even keener senses than before.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a survival check because I'm tracking a target. Did it? Is it gonna do it?
Yes.
There we go.
20.
It took like 10
20?
seconds for that to go through.
With a 20, where did your icon go, Freya?
I'm on the ground floor because we were.
Freya is down on ground
Oh,
floor.
I see.
Everybody
we
else
hit the
is just
ground.
actually nebulously floating in the air.
There you go.
Walker is down this road some more now at this point.
You put Walker there. Freya, you smell her in this direction.
Oh shit. Walker, she's heading around the back. And Freya's going to move her 40 feet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I see her at this point?
No, you cannot.
Alright, I'm gonna dash and do it again. 1, 2. Wait, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, that's as far as I go. Can I see her?
No.
Hmm. Okay, I guess that's my turn.
Karth?
Isn't it Grog
You.
next?
Oh yeah, you're right, Grog. Excuse me. Sorry, Grog.
In which case, Grog is going to follow Freya because Grog also wants to hunt this person down and trusts that Freya, who wasn't just on fire, knows where she's going. Grog has 35 feet of movements. That's a 70 sprint. So is that any faster than Freya, or is it the same? Also, where
It's
did the no? There we go.
it's
I
5
had the
feet less than Freya. What are you doing over there? There's 2
That's not
Grogs.
you. That's a
That's
a
the wrong.
different
That's the
Grog.
wrong Grog token.
That's the wrong Grog. Grog is over
Oh,
here.
I had seen Grog's token floating up here, so I assumed that I was meant to be
No, I didn't notice that
here.
other Grog token. I'll get rid of it.
I got it.
Fucking
Suddenly a
Grog
second Grog.
can in fact be in 2 places at once, but only
Freya said
sometimes.
she's heading around the back.
You have to go up through here to get out the back.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Or
Grog's gonna do that.
or
No,
at
I don't. I can't. Fuck. You're dead. I don't get to hear your strategizing. I'm going through this way.
okay, I was just
Okay.
gonna say you are a barbarian. You could just go through the walls.
We need
I'm
to
gonna.
live here.
We need to live here.
Also, we're already in jail. Anyway. So yeah, that's like 25. Another 25. So that's 50.
Save another 20.
So I get to go to that square. And on the way past by Carth and Herald, Grog just goes, "Walker's fine," and then keeps going.
Well, that's not nice. Walker's fine. Brilliant.
And then,
Continue, Steve.
yeah, Karth, you sit up. Now we're going to take a second here, Karth, because you feel empty and alone. Your head it's not like you're hearing constant voices, but it's the difference between like you're sitting in a house where you know someone else is and it's quiet, and you're sitting in the house alone and it's quiet. It's that kind of difference.
Mm.
You also have 5 points of exhaustion.
Mm.
Yeah,
Well,
kind of
that's
actually. That's good. That's a good way to put it. The background noise has been shut off. You just didn't know it was there the whole time. But you are absolutely exhausted.
mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So that is disadvantage on all dice rolls, halved speed, hit point maximum is halved, speed is reduced to 0. So I'm physically incapable of moving right now.
Yes, you are very very not sick, but you are not doing good.
Fine. Go, Trindar, Crystal. Ugh, gonna go sleep now. And Karth literally just fucking closes his eyes and starts snoring almost immediately.
At this point, the Erwin, uh, and his wife, whose name always escapes me, Danica, um, make it downstairs. Um, they start coming down the stairs as well, looking to you, Harold. And what happened? But as that's going on, we'll move to Walker at the end of the initiative order.
Having heard Freya that she's in the other direction, I guess I'm dashing. That's it.
Yeah, okay. I'll also say at the end of the turn, I forgot him last turn, so apologies. Uh, I don't have his token, but the sheriff who was sleeping in this chair woke up when the herald hit the ground. Uh, um, and has also run out after you, after just seeing that the crystal is gone because he's seen it on Karth before, and saying that someone, heard you, I believe, Harold, uh, tell someone, or someone shouted it, right?
Yeah.
Or no, actually, no, he just heard Karth say that. So he is
Yeah,
also
he
going
heard
to run
Karth
outside.
psychically scream it to everyone within 30
Oh, yeah,
feet
no.
or
He
whatever.
would have also been within 30 feet.
I'm
So,
pretty
yeah.
sure the entire inn is within 30
Yeah,
feet of
no, so
us.
he's up. Apologies, he would have been in this turn order, but he is up and moving out with you, Walker. He came to make sure you were okay. And with that, we're actually going to end the initiative, so you all can go back to doing whatever it is you want to do.
Cool. I'm running with Freya, or trying very hard to keep up with Freya, and hunting this person down because Grog has a very funny idea. Also, they hurt Karth, which sucks, but like Grog has a great bit planned.
Okay. So with that, we're actually going to move to the city map here for a second. Freya, I need you to make another survival check.
Okay. Still with advantage. I hit the button. 24.
You can do it. You're good at these.
Yeah. Um, so I'm gonna say that you all breach. You're following the scent, and you breach here, right? You get to about here, and you can see those with dark vision.
Mhm.
How much is your dark vision?
60 feet.
So
No,
Freya's
it's
is
it's
150.
Yeah.
mine's also crazy because Grog already had dark vision. 150 as well.
I believe I have dark vision, but fuck if I can find it right now.
okay. It's outside of everybody's. So we'll say you actually get.
Well, hold on. So it's not explicitly stated in the ability, but you get to dark vision says you can see in darkness as if it were bright light up to a distance, but past that it becomes dim light for up to double that distance because that's how seeing in 5th edition works. So they can actually see 300 feet away. It's just dim light
Okay,
at
so the two.
300.
So we'll Karth. We'll say Grog and Freya are the only ones able to see this.
Yeah, because I only have 60 feet of dark vision.
Yeah, it's a bit out of your range.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, Tier. My warlock follower ripped the crystal out of my chest and almost killed me.
Oh, that's good.
In her defense,
Oh
Ed
yeah,
did
defend
have a
her.
dream where Himarath was like, "So, I saved your fucking ass from drowning. I've given you all this shit, and you tell me you want to go with another patron?" And Karth goes, "Yeah, actually, I think I can do better than you." And Himarath goes, "Cool, have fun dying." And Drindar tried to stun both of them. It worked on Karth. Set her on fire somehow, and then jumped out the window with the Himarath crystal.
It's not going to take a roll to get it. That was Drindar is a dragonborn.
Right.
Dragonfire.
So I'm gonna
Right.
assume that you're not picking another deity to follow.
Not
You're
yet.
cutting in and out a lot, at least on my end.
No, that's going to be a bit of a journey. However, as you guys are chasing, you actually see Drindar at the wall. She turns and somehow in the dark sees you, seeing her, waves, and as she flicks her cloak, she vanishes in a swirl of fire.
Like the fire erupts as a big column up into the sky.
No, like the cloak caught fire as it swirled around. And as do you guys continue to approach that spot?
Yeah, Grago also tried taking a big whiff of them flames.
So the fire's just gone. It's just there and then gone.
Dang.
But as you reach the spot, you smell a heavy scent of brimstone.
Smells like home.
Son of a bitch. I had such a funny bit planned.
What was your bit?
So Grog, go ahead and make a. I'll let Grog make an intelligence check or an arcana check. Just because you're from the Hells.
Yeah, only 9.
You're not
Grog's-
sure. That was definitely a magic item, and it definitely cast some kind of spell. You have no idea what, though.
Fuck.
I will. I'll do.
Just in case all she's done is turn herself magically invisible, Grog's just gonna immediately burp up that 3d6 15-foot cone of fire. Just in the general area where she was, on the off chance that all she's done is gone, ha ha! Turned herself invisible, is now hiding next to the wall, like, they'll never see me now. Probably not, but like
You belch up the fire. It kind of feels like heartburn, because it's not the fire you're used to. But you
No.
belch up the fire that you sucked up earlier, and it kind of spreads out. It burns the grass and everything, but then nothing.
It was gonna be so fucking funny. She was gonna get cornered and be like, and I was gonna be like, hey, bitch, you forgot something. And then I was gonna burp her own fucking fire on her, and it was gonna be great. But no, you just have to teleport or something with a
I mean,
stupid fucking cloak. Damn
usually
it.
Grog
dragonborns are
kicks a
resistant.
rock and starts walking back towards the end.
Usually dragonborns are
It
resistant to their own
still would
fire.
have been funny.
Okay.
I'm not saying it would have killed her.
Hold on. I'm gonna drop out and come back
You
in.
are such a
'Cause
fucking buzzkill, man.
You were such a button.
hello?
Then what's everybody doing?
Grog's heading back to the tavern sulkily.
Well, heading back to the tavern.
The sheriff also will head back with you all and go, somebody want to fill me in on what the fuck all that was?
Oh, yeah.
Go.
Grog
Do it.
puts up a hand.
Grog.
Yeah. Karth's pet dragon ripped the crystal with his, I don't know, squid out of him. So he's bleeding back in the tavern. And then she ran off and did like a wah! And flicked her cape and vanished like an asshole. Also, set Walker on fire. She's fine though, you're welcome.
It's true, that did happen.
I'm sorry we broke house arrest, but you know.
I think that I'll let this one slide.
Grog looks at Walker and then goes, yeah, fucking bet you will. And it's like trudges back over to the tavern.
What the fuck did I do? Walker's gonna get 3/4 of the way back to the tavern and then stop as a thought hits her. And she goes, threw my fucking bed out the window. Motherfucker! And she's gonna walk back down the fucking tavern.
My bed out the window.
Her mattress.
You find Erwin outside. Who goes, howdy, Walker. Look, I don't want to be a pest, but it is your group that burned the bed. And we already fixed the damages in the room from what I've been told, the metal bull. So I think you're gonna have somebody in your group's gonna have to pay for this one. Apologies. Got a business to run.
I got you. But also, I believe next, pretty high on our list, is to go and figure out what's happening with your vineyard. So I'm not saying we don't pay some damages, just like take that into consideration, and then she's gonna pick up
something. The heralds still need to.
How much is it? How much is it?
What the fuck is a bed cost in D&D?
Also, is the mattress like toast or is it just sitting?
Oh, it's gone. It's toast.
I dropped my cookie in my milk.
3 gold.
Walker gives him 5. Blessings of Paylor be upon you.
Is Walker paying for that out of pocket or out of the group fund in Cart's pocket?
Out of pocket.
Okay.
Thank you kindly.
Probably the very least we could do. Do you have another mattress?
No, but there is another bed in that room that you can use.
Sick. Walker's gonna trudge up the stairs.
You find the herald sitting inside, and Karth sleeping on the table.
Harold just
Grog sort of
has like
sidled up to the table and is looking at him, just like, is he dead?
Harold this whole time has had like a single finger just like resting on Karth's chest and just gradually just kind of seeping about another 10 HP worth of lay on hands into him to just kind of keep him stable.
Yay.
Yeah, Walker will
And
done.
I'm at slightly less than half hit points now.
the whole time he's just been going, Karth, I need you to wake up, Karth. I need you to tell me what the fuck just happened, Karth. Wake up, please.
No, it's okay. We got most of it. His stupid fucking dragonborn ripped the crystal out of his chest and teleported or something.
Oh, that's
I'll do
perfectly
the other
clear,
one.
yes.
Also, she set Walker on fire.
Oh, you're
Yeah, she is. Although I could use some, like, I don't know. What do people drink when they have a sore throat? Like milk? Do people drink milk?
Take 12, Karth.
Hey. T, I have a question.
I have an answer.
Do I lose this warlock level at this point?
No, you still have it. You just can't do anything magical. So if it gave you like a skill or any of those kinds of things, you keep those.
It's literally just magic.
You don't lose
Unfortunate.
level. You still have that. It is just something that you cannot use.
Okay.
Having dropped the 12 points of healing in, Walker's gonna look at Karth and go, "What happened?"
Karth is asleep still.
Oh, I thought he was. Okay, that's fair.
I mean, if both of them are going to try and wake him up, Karth will eventually be roused. But he's going to be fucking cranky about it. He's like, what the fuck? Why are you waking? What? What?
What happened?
Um, Imarath wanted to like decided that I was done being a pawn, and then Drindar tried to kill us both, and she
Yeah, that
stole
tracks.
the crystal from me.
She did. And then she teleported with a magic cape. Why'd you give her a magic teleporting cape, dum dum?
I don't give anyone anything ever.
How did she have a magic teleporting cape and you didn't know about it?
That's her business.
Yeah, but you own her.
I don't own. First off, you can't own a person, Grog. That's illegal in 75% of holdings in the Sword Coast, and I'm sure you, as an agent of Asmodeus, are fully aware of that.
Yeah, because you never do any crimes.
Look me in my fucking eyes, gnome, and tell me you think a kobold would own a slave.
I didn't say a slave, I just said you own her.
What do you think
What?
a slave is?
I don't even think this is what we're meant to be talking about right now.
It really is not. Nope, it really is not.
Let's do an investigation check. What's that?
Okay, I'll do it here. Freya, you do find, you find nothing as you check the wall, but you've seen similar teleportation spells. Um, So you're pretty sure that what she just did was a dimension door,
Mm-hmm.
which means she could be anywhere in about a 500-foot radius.
Okay.
And that was before. So that was before not knowing how many times she can use that,
Mm-hmm.
or if she's running. So essentially, you would have to find where she teleported to before you could pick up the trail again.
Okay. Freya will stake out about 500 feet in the direction of the woods and see if she can
You'd
sense
spider climb up
anything.
and over the wall.
What? Oh yeah, I would
You'd
have
spider
to.
climb up and over the wall.
I would have to climb over the
Yeah,
wall, so
but we'll
I
just say,
climb over the wall
yeah,
and then I.
you do. You give the guard in this tower. Um, he goes, uh, uh, uh um, hello.
Freya's like, uh, Eddie's, just doing a. Did you see a dragonborn out that way? And she points in the direction of the woods.
Nah, but I saw her disappear right over there.
Yeah, but did you see her end up anywhere, like, over there?
No, I didn't.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
no, I didn't.
Freya, like, holds up the Witcher, little doodad. She's like,
Oh,
I'm on, official investigation business. So, if,
I'll keep watch. I'll keep an extra eye.
thank you. And then she's going to hop down from the wall, walk out over here. Uh, I don't know how good her sense of distance is, but
You can count as you walk. You count your steps.
yeah,
So
she's
roughly about it. Yeah. Make yourself a investigation or make yourself a survival check.
That's the real fucking fantasy in Dungeons and Dragons, is that every living creature is just preternaturally aware of how far things are from each other.
22.
22. Nothing.
I don't think she went this way. Okay, she'll like trace around the back towards the wall.
Okay. Do one more for me.
Okay. That one's not good. 14.
Nothing.
Okay. Climb up this side of the wall.
Right past this guard tower.
Freya's like
You're on top of one.
hanging on the edge of the guard tower. She's like, "Did you see a dragonborn pop out over here anywhere?" Hey, sorry. Don't. She holds up the the Witcher medallion again. It's like, don't.
Jesus Christ! No,
Sorry.
no, I didn't see. I didn't see no dragonborn. No, I didn't.
All
No.
right. Well, one of them dimension doored somewhere over there and points back to where it was. Um, so has a very important object that I would like returned. If you could keep an eye out, report to the sheriff if you see her.
Yes, ma'am.
Gives a brief description of Drindar.
Huh? I'll keep an eye out. Yes, ma'am. I'll pass it down the line.
Excellent, thank you. I'm just gonna go over this, and she hops down the other side of the wall.
All right, and you keep going. All right,
Yep.
so this is taking you time, by the way,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
You know,
walking carefully and smelling and tracking.
Yep.
So this is gonna take you a good chunk of time.
it's customary in most planes of existence to greet someone before you start talking to them.
I figured you're not here. I don't have to answer to you.
All right, going back to the others, Grog and Freya, or not Freya, Grog and Walker and Harold. I think everybody else is down here. Tyr, where are you at? Did you go with your sister? I guess you couldn't climb the walls.
What's going on? So I'll just say I'll go with my sister.
Well, I just realized you couldn't quite do the walls.
Yeah.
Well, hold on. How tall are the walls?
Oh, they're about 20 feet.
Tyr, what's your strength score?
I think it's like 17 or something like that. Hold on.
Freya would be like,
Come on.
you don't have to follow me up the walls. You could just. It would actually be better if we split up and you go in the town and I'll go out of the town.
Actually, you gave me a challenge that I don't have to worry about the walls, and now that's all I worry about.
God damn it.
All I'm saying is there's at least a decent chance that Tyr is strong enough to just straight up high jump these walls.
That is not a thing.
Sure it is.
No, no.
High jump
D&D jumping
D&D
rules
5e.
The dumbest. The jumping rules in this game are so dumb.
When you
That can't be how that works.
hold on.
Like, even if it's technically according to the rules, that can't be how. You can't just get buff legs and then leap 50 feet in the air.
When you make a high jump, you leap into the air a number of feet equal to 3 plus your strength modifier. So even if he had a strength modifier of 5, which is the max we can have right now, you're only going to leap 8 feet into the air after you make a 10-foot running jump.
But that, critically, is without actually making an athletics check to push yourself.
He's not going to make it 20 feet. He's not going to make it 20 feet. But anyway, we'll cut back to the conversation here. See where so what's happening here in this convo?
Like, doesn't everyone who pays someone's wage so they can eat and not die kind of own that person?
No. Karth,
What?
she stole Emirath.
Yes.
How bad is that?
Well, on a personal level, Himarath was technically part of my rib cage. So I'm down a pretty significant portion of my ribs, which means short of some pretty crazy magic, I'm probably not going to be doing anything for about a week while those grow back. On a more cosmic scale, not great, honestly. Not super great for for us, for me, I guess. Himarath has never been he's angry.
I mean,
But what
probably
can
because
he?
you never tried to betray him.
But what can he do? Like it seemed like the best he could do when you had him was power your power. Right?
Well, so that's the thing. I'm not a particularly good mage. I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that I'm genuinely pretty ass doing magic. I'm decent at, I'm knowledgeable about it, but the practical side of it is never been my strong suit. Drindar is in every way my better when it comes to the practical applications of the arcane. She'll probably be able to stretch that little sliver of power I had and do some pretty crazy shit with it.
What's she, given what you know of her, what kind of things is that gonna look like? Puppies and kittens?
Well, when I hired her, she was I think she was some kind of like occult specialist, like a not a curse breaker, but like someone who studies curses. The issue is that the reason why she follows me was because she like fully drank the Kool-Aid in regards to Himarath. So she's probably gonna do. Oh, she might make a move on Strahd.
What do you what do you mean?
Well, if the plan,
Himarath wants Strahd's body, right?
Himarath wants Strahd's body.
Well, aren't we kind of fine then?
I
Because
don't.
What else is he gonna be able to do with Strahd's body that he can't do? His power doesn't change, just what
no,
he's
no,
wielding.
no. Well, I mean, that's also you're jumping the gun a bit here. Okay, hang on. So first thing, a gun is like a small tube.
We
that
know
has
what
a-
guns are.
You might. Not a lot of people do. Anyway, fine.
I don't.
I'll tell you later.
Harold, by the way, has appeared with a couple of cups. One of them's got water in it for Karth, and the other's like a hot whiskey and lemon for Grog.
Oh my god, that's really good. Thank you. Anyway, we're
You said you throw it out. I thought it would help.
yeah, no, it actually does. We're all assuming right now that she, random fucking dragon, will be able to kill Strahd single-handedly and then shove an elder god in him. Seems unrealistic.
I'm actually a lot more worried about Strahd killing her, and then Strahd has.
Right, but Strahd still can't. He might get a little extra power, but we're already dealing with powerful. We weren't going to toe to toe this asshole anyway.
I just. So Drindar's good at magic, right? But from what we've heard, Strahd is insane at magic.
Yes, Strahd would be what you would probably call an archmage.
So if Drindar hand delivers Strahd,
No, wait. No, wait. We're stupid. We're so stupid. What is the one fucking thing we know about Strahd? And we're going to turn to the chap who's presumably still here. This bitch has an ego, correct?
Yes.
You think someone with that much of an ego is going to make himself the slave to another being?
no, I mean, if I could finish my sentence, I think Strahd is going to shackle the crystal to something and turn him into a battery.
If he's shackling god level, even minor god level, aren't we already in way more trouble than we thought we were in?
Well, thankfully, we're not gods. and we're also not stuck inside crystals. It's a lot harder to do that kind of shit to a living being than it is to an inanimate object with a living being inside it. It's like, I don't know. The arcane theory behind it is going to give me a headache if I try to explain it. And also, I'm really tired, and I'm pretty sure my lung just shifted 4 inches to the left inside my chest cavity.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yeah, was that audible? It felt audible.
I mean, here's the
Some
deal. I
things will
could
need
cut
to
you
adjust. It
open.
wasn't a perfect suture.
I could cut you open again, and we could shove like a bunch of straw or sheep's wool or something. Like we'll wash it, but like we can pack some stuff in there.
Probably better just to let the organs rearrange themselves.
Again, my bones will grow back. I am at least 60% sure about. My tail grows back when it falls off, and there's bones in there, so I'm pretty sure my ribs will grow back. I
As
just
Grug takes Karth's like limp hand in his and pats the top of it and is like, sure.
sure.
Mm-hmm. You'll get those.
With a 23 medicine check, T, based on Walker's knowledge of arcane medicine in particular and healing, if he gets enough like medical attention, like magical medical attention, these ribs are going to grow back anyway, right?
Not magical medical attention. You don't have the spells for that. That would be something like regenerate. However, you sit there and it occurs to you. You don't think about it often, but Karth is a cousin to dragons, like real dragons. They're actually more closely related to dragons than dragonborn are.
It's because we're fucking awesome.
And the idea that given enough time, his ribs will just grow back is actually fairly accurate. But you also, with that, know that right now, I'll give you this, you now know his levels, just character-wise, you now know his exhaustion level. So if you want to look that up, he is currently at level 5.
Yeah, no, Walker's gonna lift Karth by the back of his jacket and take him up and put him back in a sleeping nest.
Just for reference, just for
His
visual
sleepiness
sake
is
here.
covered in blood.
Presumably, we have other blankets. We can make him a little.
Also, just for like visual effect here, normally whenever Walker picks Karth up like this, he like scrunches up like a cat would. He's literally just a bag of bones. He is exhausted to the point he can't even fucking pretend to be indignant about this. He's just a fucking flopping meat sack.
You know, Walker carries him like very fragile luggage, but no luggage nevertheless. And then we should also all sleep so that we're all actually at the level that we programmed into our sheets and nothing else happens.
I'll give you this, Freya. You turn in down to here.
Oh.
And you get a smell at this stable. It's fairly strong here. And you knock on the door, and after a second, very sleepy looking orcish man looks out the door and goes, "Can I help you?"
Did you see a dragonborn come through here?
Good God, it is in the middle of the fucking night.
Yeah, and I'm tracking a dragonborn who I smell from here.
She bought a horse here.
How long ago?
About a half hour ago.
Fuck. Did she say which direction she was going?
Nope, and I didn't fucking ask. You want a horse?
We can't afford a horse.
How much is your horse?
Come back tomorrow when I ask. And he shuts the door.
Son of a bitch. Alright. Freya will walk back to the inn.
So by the time you get back, everybody else is asleep.
Mm-hmm.
Has gone back to bed.
Grog
Okay.
stayed awake just long enough to finish having that whiskey with the Herald, but is asleep.
Freya was out for like an extra hour or two.
Probably a
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
Oh, I guess we could afford a horse, actually.
Whose horse is that?
Technically, you have several horses.
Yeah.
You have 2 that pull your cart. No, you have 2 ox that pull your cart.
Mm-hmm.
You have 2 horse that pull the carriage that you stole.
And we have brunch.
And you have brunch. Well, you didn't steal the carriage. It was, you convinced someone to give him to you. Like, it was an old family carriage from the town, Barovia's town. And you, no, it belonged to the house. Death
Yeah.
House.
Yeah, that's my carriage. Fuck off.
Yeah.
That's
And,
my...
and technically, the carriage that's being pulled by the 2 oxen belongs to the twins.
Does it?
Who are not twins.
Oh,
The
not
siblings.
us.
No, you got
Not
you
the
2.
not the Witchers. The
Yes, the witches.
oh,
I forgot you're not. Are you twins? You're not twins.
we are. Are we twins?
I don't remember.
Rob, are we twins? Is Rob not here? Rob muted.
Huh?
Ah,
What?
what?
Huh?
Huh? What?
What's up? What?
Are we twins or are we just siblings?
No, we're twins. We've always been twins.
Okay. There you go.
So the twin. Yeah, so it belongs because remember you guys had it because it's how you carted around. In
Right.
particular,
We
your blacksmith.
yes, we had our entourage that we needed to transport, so we got one of these carts, and then in the opening scene where we were fighting a monster, we had the cart. I remember now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so the cart you guys still have here.
How'd we get that through the portal that we stepped through to get here?
Yeah, you didn't. It just wound up here.
Okay.
You assume whatever fey-like creature that sends you here sent it along with you.
Generous. Okay. Well, Freya comes back to the inn. Everyone's asleep. She's like, well, I guess no one cares, so I'm not gonna report this to anybody.
Okay. And you head to finish your meditation and wake up. All right. And then the next morning, you all get up. You all go down for breakfast.
Do I recover 1 level of exhaustion?
Recover 1 level of exhaustion.
Yay, I can fucking move again, everybody! Although, hold on, I am only at 19 hit points.
You
You wanna ride around on my
heal
back
for long
like a little
rest.
fucking koala?
Nah, 19 is my max currently.
Jesus.
Yeah, 6 levels of exhaustion equals death. So
Yeah.
he's 1 step away from that. Yeah, it's rough. You could ride on brunch if you're tired, if you're exhausted.
Grog did also offer to let you ride around on his back like a koala.
So the sheriff is there. The sheriff says you're to go with him after breakfast. However, he does say very specifically that early this morning he went and chatted. The Burgermeister is aware that there was an attack last night. He did not tell him anything more than that. And he actually has gotten he's gotten Karth excused from coming in this morning.
Oh, in which case, I'm not gonna follow you around. You stay in bed, or you'll die.
I don't want to stay in bed. I want to go to court.
You literally,
Unfortunately.
you are. Look at me. You are on death too, in the span of like 12 fucking hours. And you now no longer have the squid inside you that allowed you to turn into a big fucking rock. So you are gonna stay and you are just gonna fucking learn how to relax. And it's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt more than the fucking chest wound you've got inside you. But the alternative is dying. So, like, pick your fucking poison.
Why are you the reasonable one here?
Because I haven't almost died twice in the last 12 hours.
No, I mean, why is it you and not Freya or Walker giving me this lecture?
Walker nearly burnt to death, and Freya didn't get paid to have this conversation with you.
And why would I have this conversation when Kelsey's already having it?
Nah, it just feels weird.
Irina also leans over and goes, Karth, I'm going to take care of you today. All right? All right. We all are. And she gestures over to literally your sort of coterie of people.
Well, I mean, I guess if I hanging out with people, that's fine.
Yeah. And then Tom sits down and he goes, "Oh, sure, we'll play some cards. It'll be fun."
Oh shit, you're still here. Wait, hold on, Tom.
Yes, Garth.
Karth is gonna reach out and like touch Tom's face. Are you actually real?
He
Hey,
kind of
Karth.
he lets you touch his face, and he
real
goes,
weird right now.
he lets you touch his face. And he goes, "Yes, Garth, of course I am."
I'm gonna keep it absolutely 100 with you, bud. I've been under the impression that you were like a fucking doppelganger or a shapeshifter or something that snuck into our camp. I've been a bad friend these last couple of weeks.
Well, that's fucking weird. We're gonna talk about that, all right, over some cards. You all go. We've got this.
Wait, you had a Talus deck this entire time?
Of course I have.
You fucking bitch.
You fucking bitch.
You can play when you get back, Grog, if you don't go to jail.
Or get executed. Grog gives him a big thumbs up.
He gives you 2 thumbs up back.
Bye. Leaves.
Okay, so you all go to speak to the magistrate. For those who are going, we'll say to help you with any legal arguments you are going to make. He will not speak for you because I'm not having a conversation with myself. But Opto will give anyone making a legal argument advantage because he happens to be a pretend lawyer. He has a business. You go through and you watch him. If you're just sitting there, Freya, you watch him cycle through a bunch of business cards until he finally gets to the lawyer.
Right, of course,
and he puts
lawyer.
the rest away. Yeah.
Is that Burt Reynolds, lawyer?
This one. Hold on. This one is.
Hey, T, what skill is lawyering tied to?
Deception.
Deception or persuasion.
Wow, that's crazy how I would have been a great lawyer for the group if I didn't have disadvantage on everything.
Dan Caffey. His name is Dan Caffey, the lawyer.
Can I just take counsel with our lawyer, please, and run our why don't we just fucking tell the truth plan past our lawyer, knowing that as a lawyer, the idea of telling the truth will make him break out and hide.
Not only that, but as a fake lawyer,
Mhm.
as a con artist lawyer, because you're fully aware Lapdo's never gone to law school. You've known this man forever. Sits there and goes, so he's really all about the lying. Like he's all for lying right now. And he's really struggling with this idea about telling the truth. And he's like, but I had this whole big sort of speech.
What were you gonna say?
I guess we'll tell the truth.
Look at you. You said truth without even gagging. I'm so proud of you, buddy. Verbal.
He's already lying. We all know he doesn't have
He
gag
looks at you
reflex.
and he goes, "That's racist."
Oh, for lying.
She looked at him and said, "Furball," and he's lying. That is racist.
I still don't think you have a gag reflex.
Do lions have furballs?
Do lions have gag reflexes? Let's not get off. Let's not get off piece here.
Yes,
Most
they do.
animals can throw up on command.
All cat species, including lions, get furballs.
Man, lion's furball must be like the size of a regular cat.
Okay. You arrive at not the mansion, but next door, a building next door that's being used as sort of like the administrative building. You all go in, you're ushered in, you're all sat down. The magistrate takes a few minutes. He comes out, sits down, and he calls for order. He asks the sheriff to describe the case. And the sheriff describes it from a very neutral stance, just describing that there was a child missing. You saw him throw the child into the river, or into the lake, excuse me. You apprehended the man, you rescued the child, and then you killed the man. And that seems to be the order of events confirmed by several of the fishermen, none of which are here today, but have written or have had the sheriff write their testimony down, because they're working and they cannot afford to take off, but they still were able to confirm the timeline of things. And then the Burgermeister says, "All right, Grog, would you please stand up for me?"
Grog hops up, which at whatever, did I write down Grog's height? Whatever it is, it makes very little difference. Grog
Would you
is not-
please describe to me in your words the events of that day?
Oh, sure. We went to the Vishanti camp because I honestly couldn't fucking tell you. And they had a missing girl, and we were like, we will help find this child. And we tracked it all the way to the lake. We get to the lake, we look around, we don't see anything. Then we're about to leave, and this guy throws a burlap sack into the water, and everyone runs in after it. I know, because it's cold. So I get up into his boat, and I explain to him very carefully that if it turns out there was a child in there, there would be consequences. And then I started rowing him back to shore, and then a little girl popped up because there was a little girl in the sack that he tried to drown. And so we got to shore, And he faced the consequences for trying to drown a small child, which was that I held him face down in a puddle. That's about it. Oh, and then the sheriff turned up.
The sheriff also then sort of goes in and explains that, or they call in the town's doctor. The doctor comes in and he says, "You can sit down now, Grog. You can go ahead, sit down." And the town doctor comes in, says that the man was probably sick and delirious. Not only that, was probably suffering from a severe concussion, and was probably not in his right state of mind.
Walker raises her hand.
And goes, "Yes, yes, Sister Walker. You may speak."
Just to offer some clarity here, and I understand that I am not habitually a medic or fisherman, but I am habitually a war medic, and I deal with catastrophic injuries in and around the head on a concerningly regular basis. I understand and I agree with the doctor's assessment that clearly the blow to the head was catastrophic and that the man was severely unwell. However, never in my time have I seen a head injury lead a man to commit himself to a multiple hours course of action, which included premeditated kidnapping of an infant, which is what this child essentially was, taking her conscious from her home all the way to the lake, into the boat, from the boat, then throwing her out. This is not a lapse in judgment. This is not a moment of confusion. This is something I have never seen, and I have seen way too many brains on the outside of the skulls that should contain them.
He nods his head, and the sheriff leans in and goes, "Just for clarity, the child is not an infant. The child is around approximately 8 years old." And, the Burgermeister nods and goes, "Thank you for the clarity, Sheriff. Doctor, do you have anything to say to that?" And the doctor stands up and goes, "Indeed I do. While that is true that head wounds, generally speaking, do not cause a person to go on such a thing. It can, however, cause drastic change to personality. And blood poisoning can certainly induce things even so far as hallucinations."
That is true enough, sir. But in my medical opinion, the blood poisoning you speak of tends to make people lethargic and sleepy, not active and violent. This man showed no difficulties in breathing. In fact, he was strong enough to carry this child. He needed to be this 8-year-old, as the sheriff has pointed out, not an infant, this 8-year-old child, to where she needed to be, and then commit these acts. This is not a sleepy person. This is not someone who is disinterested in the world around them. This is someone actively engaged in a course of action that requires energy and commitment. Whether it was a weird side effect of how his brain was injured, I don't deny it. However, there is no earthly reason that we should have believed that based on the evidence that we had, indeed, the evidence we have now. And I spoke to him after he died. The sheriff did too.
He goes, yes, the sheriff did inform me of that. However, uh, be that as it may, you had taken this man into your custody, correct?
I would not say our custody, no.
Was he a flight risk at that moment?
Walker looks at Grog, who is the person who can answer this.
Grog shrugs and is like, I mean, he didn't move before I killed him, but like, he could have. He was just kind of like gibbering to himself a lot, and sometimes those kind of people get squirrely.
Was he continuing to be violent?
Not to me.
His crime notwithstanding, I would like to point out that one, none of you are actually any kind of legally deputized people, members of my and the good sheriffs here, God. Be that as it may, you still apprehended someone who did a terrible thing. And then murdered him while he was in your custody. Or I should say, killed him while he was in your custody. That was. Can you please give me the reason why you did not bring him to justice and why you decided to take that into your own hands?
Oh,
I think we actually can. You rightly point out we are not deputized by you. In fact, we're not from here. Therefore, we act as our best judgment decrees, as every person does. And she turns to Grog and goes, based on the rules of your home, where you were before you came on this mission, what would the punishment have been? The just punishment have been for what you've witnessed that man to do.
oh, oh! Trying to drown a small child.
What would that
Harold's going to
justice
lead over to the
look
court
like?
transcriber and just say, "You're going to need a bigger notepad for this."
Like, okay, so probably starting with just getting a big glass tank, tying a bunch of rocks to his toes, and drowning him over and over for like 50 solid years. You kind of just leave them there for a while. But it's pretty cut and dry on the like child murder, attempted child murder, whatever. Bad. You say, why didn't I bring this man to justice? I would argue what you meant was, why didn't you bring this man to my specific justice? Because I sure fucking brought him to my justice. That's my justice. That's all
Grog,
the justice I know.
make a persuasion check with advantage.
Get
Give
it, boy.
Walker back
Get
into
it, boy.
17.
That's perception.
Oh shit. They both start with a P. 16.
He sits back and he goes, right. So any other information anyone would like to add? Mr. Harold, would you there be anything you would like to add?
Harold stands up and he says, Your Honor, is that the term? It's Your Honor, isn't it?
That's fine.
All right, I couldn't remember. If Grog hadn't killed that man, then I probably would have. And I'm not sure if it's entirely obvious, but I am a servant of the literal goddess of death. And in witnessing that man's death, I felt nothing but justice. That's all I have to say. He sits back down.
Well, that certainly is an interesting argument. Had he not killed him, you would have. I don't think I've ever heard that defense for murder before.
You have, Your Honor, you have 3 literal champions of 3 different deity-ish.
No, they're all deities. Asmodeus is a recognized deity.
Okay, so 3 different deities stood here telling you that while this man's illness and injury may have been tragic, the end that he met as a result of his own actions was aligned with justice.
Be that as it may, your religious affiliation, while very important to myself personally, especially you, Sister Walker, does not really have a bearing on the law.
But we can only act in line with our best knowledge. You're telling us now.
Yes, and would you like me to ask if your God, Walker, from my knowledge, which I will not lie is not extensive, I do not recall killing prisoners being a part of that teaching. In fact, quite the opposite.
Taylor is very clear that we should show mercy where we can, that we should distribute justice fairly and swiftly and without prejudice. However, Taylor be praised, he also recognizes that each of his servants, whatever format they come in, are inherently fallible, which is why he asks that we do our best in his name. We did our best.
Right. That's quite a good non-answer there. However, you've said quite a bit, Sister Walker. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Mr. Tier,
Yes.
do you have anything you would like to contribute to the court?
Give
Not
them
at
a
this
bit.
point, I don't
Give
think.
the hold on. Give this guy a bill for the sharktopus.
We don't usually do bills, but I take my coin purse off of my belt and I open it up and I'd say, if you would like to
Remember,
contribute to me,
you were already paid for because you sold
We
the
got
body.
like 30 gold, I think.
Yeah,
Something like that.
like
oh really?
piece.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
what
I
you get
forgot
for
about
listening to
that.
Harley when Karth isn't even in the room.
Well, I'm just sorry.
So as I get like help in the side by one of our other party members, I close up my coin purse and I put it swiftly away and I say, "Nope, I don't think I would like to add anything to the conversation or to the task at hand currently."
All right, and Miss Freya.
Freya's not here.
Freya had to see a man about a horse. Apologies, Your Honor.
He looks over to the sheriff, and the sheriff just kind of does the Picard hand in hand thing, and goes, I do not believe she would have any more to add to this, Sheriff.
If you just want the picture, someone who looks mostly like Tyr, scowling and folding their arms in the corner, you'll get the general gist.
All right, well, if y'all excuse me, I will deliberate,
Okay.
and I will I will be back shortly. It will not take me long. And he walks out of the room. The sheriff looks over, one at you, Walker, and goes, and between you and the Herald, and go, y'all have very interesting ways of defending the killing of somebody. You invoking the god of good, and you saying if he hadn't killed him, I'd have killed him anyway. Now that one's a fucking. I ain't never heard someone try to argue that in court before. That
I'm
one
pretty
almost
sure a
made me
courtroom
laugh.
is where you're supposed to tell the truth, isn't it?
Oh, it is, Sir Harold. But that, damn.
I think I did pretty good.
No, I actually think your testimony was probably the best out of all of them, dog. The
Yeah.
most convincing. Uh, you should have stuck, I think, maybe with the should have stuck with that bit about Gog's culture and being from a different place and whatnot. That
I mean, it's true is the bonus.
right, but that was also I think you were doing well there, and then it went off the rails a bit. Uh,
To be fair, though, I mean, Krog is from literally hell.
No, his point is you made a good point with that point, but then you kept making more points that
You
were
said more
worse.
words.
and then we're gonna cut to Freya as you all are waiting for the deliberation. Freya, you come and the horseman's currently shoeing a horse. You go, well, look who decided to show up at an appropriate hour in the morning.
I apologize for my late night arrival last night. Uh, I had a yes, literally. um, I had a I was on the trail of someone I didn't want to lose, but by the time I had gotten here, I think I had already lost her. Um, that's beside the point. Anyway, we were talking about the horse last night.
Yes.
I'm actually not interested in buying a horse from you, but if you had anything from that horse that you sold last night, uh, I would like to buy that off of you. Would that be possible?
He stops and thinks for a minute and goes, no, all the gear that went with the horse got sold, so
Everything? Not
it
even a
might be.
blanket or.
I'm not gonna lie to you, ma'am. Uh, I don't keep track of what blanket goes on what horse.
Hmm, fair enough. Um, tell you what, she gives she takes out 5 gold. It's like if you could take a look for anything you have, um, it would help a friend of mine.
Genuinely, I don't. I wouldn't mind taking the money, but I'd feel bad. I genuinely do not know. I don't have any.
Mm,
Um,
well, keep the
yeah,
gold
I
for
don't
your
really
trouble.
have anything. Well, I appreciate that. You sure you don't want to look into buying a horse? I got some fine ones here.
How much do they go for?
Well, depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for a riding horse or a drafting?
I guess it would be riding, right? What would a draft horse be used for? Pulling a.
Pulling carts.
We already have our ox. She's thinking about this pretty hard. She's like, how much for a riding horse?
About you already gave me the 5, so it'll be about 70 more.
Hmm. All right, fine. Uh, she will give 70 gold to this man for a riding horse.
Okay. And he'll throw in the tack with that.
Mhm.
Let's see. He's got let's see.
No, that's our money.
So he's got a sort of a chestnut colored mare, a black gelding, and a gray or no, I'm sorry, black and white sort of almost Mustang looking horse.
I do just want to say he's giving you a crazy deal by throwing in the like tack and writing stuff for free because that's actually another 14 or 12 gold pieces.
Damn. Frey will take the Mustang, I think. Does it
Okay.
does it have a name?
No, I don't name the horses. They leave that up to the customer.
Then I'll leave that up to Tyr. She thinks to herself, appreciated. And now I have to make a court appearance.
Well, all right then.
Excuse me.
Okay, you start.
She's
You
going to
make your
ride the
way
horse back to court.
You make it in just in time for the burgermeister to come back out, and he goes, "Oh, Frey, thank you for joining us.
Apologies, Your Honor.
That's all right. Unfortunately, you missed the testimony portion. So if you'll have a seat,
May I provide a brief input before you render your decision?
oh ma'am, unfortunately, that portion of this here little trial has concluded.
Well, not my problem anyway. She sits down. She's like, okay. I didn't want to anyway.
Well, now
Now, actually, it's important to note, Kate, that vision was actually just Asmodeus putting it into Xerxes's mind to manipulate him.
Ah, shit. That would have been so useful.
That would have been so useful. However, you were correct about him being the god of neutral. He is a neutral good god, so he doesn't actually care about the law.
it's because somebody doesn't care about the law doesn't mean they care whether or not you murder your prisoner. Just to point that out. That's not generally lawful. That's like a moral thing. But anyway, he sits down and he goes, "Well, I've deliberated, and as it were, after speaking to the good doctor, and seems like he was, well, I would have thrown the man in jail, where he would have promptly died suffering quite a bit. So my judgment is this. Grog,
Yeah.
I am indeed going to find you guilty of this murder.
Yes.
However, I am going to classify it as a mercy killing.
You know, that's really funny because that was going to be my original argument. And these guys told me to shut up,
However,
Which is legit because I told them all that last week.
yeah. However, I would also like to point out that you will be on probation. No more murdering people unless they're trying to murder you, unless it's Strahd or one of his agents.
Wait. Is that no more murdering people who are trying to murder me and they're an agent of Strahd?
Unless.
No,
Or
no. Unless, so if they have surrendered to you, or if they are no real threat to your life or the lives of others, if they are not an immediate threat, no more killing. Unless they're servants of Strahd, and then you go right on ahead.
okay, yeah, no, that was my question. Was it did they have to be trying to kill me and a servant of Strahd, or is it trying to kill me or a servant? That's fine. Otherwise, whew, we would have been on a hook for all the vampire spawn.
No, no. All right, and with that, I'm going to say court adjourned.
Yippee! Thanks, bud.
Let's look if you're not dead.
Hold on a second. Is this the guy whose house we were in?
Yes.
Is he not mad about how that went down?
No,
The-
we cleared that up on the
sheriff
way out.
talked
Did
me
we?
out of it.
The sheriff
Okay.
talked him out of it. You've never asked this. No one has asked the sheriff
Yeah.
what
It was literally a day ago.
I
Yeah,
think
it
Walker
was-
did.
It
It
was
was a
a
few
few,
nights.
yeah.
Like that
Yeah,
was.
it's been a few nights.
Walker's
This
been
has
on the
been
hook
this
for
guy's
my
weirdest
fucking
week.
meeting ever since.
This
As
is
you're
the
walking, I will point out to Tier. Now that you've something that I saw in the chat made me think of it.
Mhm.
As you all are exiting, it occurs to you. Oh yeah, it's a new day.
Where's Barf been?
You can bring your little new friend back.
It's just a spell, right? Like there's no
It's
there's
just
no
find
what's it called?
familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. So I will squeeze and squeeze and squeeze, and I will cast my familiar back.
I don't like
Okay.
how much
So
squeezing
as
is
you're led
involved.
outside, are you seeing what the present is first, or summoning your friend?
Oh no, Barf should be here to see this.
Okay, so you summon him, and so all of you, in front of all of you, what looks to be like a late term undead sort of cherub fetus with wings appears in front of all of you, looks around, kind of stretches like it yawns, looks around, spots Tyr, and goes, "Tyr, friend, daddy, Tyr, friend!" Ah! And then flies straight out of
Barf, come here.
Tyr,
Oh
what
my
the
god,
fuck is that?
congratulations!
what
When
the
did you get pregnant?
what the fuck is this?
It's his
Well,
baby!
it's my baby. It's my boy. This is my
Did
my
you give birth in the maze? Did you fuck one of the bulls?
No.
no, but maybe it fucked me. No, it
No.
I mean I was hurt pretty badly by it, but no, it's just my boy. It's just my baby.
He calls
This
you
is Barf.
Dada, and it's
Barf.
a baby. That's your. Is it like a
Yeah, we
midget?
oh, you know, it's like funny like pet names and stuff.
If I'm looking at this, what the fuck is this?
You've never
It's Barf.
seen anything like this before.
Walker's just gonna meet Freya's eyes and like raise her eyebrows. She has no idea what this little thing is.
I'm so glad that
It does look a
we-
little bit similar to the thing you killed when you first got here.
I'm so glad that we ripped one eldritch monstrosity out of our party member, and then Tyr immediately gives birth to another one. Gotta keep the bit rolling.
Well, I don't know if I actually gave birth to it, but he was there when I was stuck in the mine prison, and if not for Barf, I may have actually gone completely insane in there.
Yeah, and some just half insane.
Yeah, I was. I would go with more 75%, but
Barf leads and he goes, Tia and I, we're connected. Yes, we're connected. Deeply connected, my dear.
Oh, your baby's so fucked up.
mhm.
I don't
Uh,
have the patience or the energy for any of this. I just come find me when we're leaving.
I'm sorry. Are you mad because the judge told you to shut up?
No, I'm mad because we had to go there in the first fucking place instead of, killing the vampire we were sent here to kill.
Eh, there's something to do in the morning.
Don't get me wrong, I'm not blaming you. It's not your fault. As far as I'm concerned, you were entirely correct. But, let's just fucking get on with things now, eh?
You turn, Harold, and he's fluttered down. Barf is fluttered down in front of you, and he takes a big sniff and goes, you smell an awful lot like me, friend.
Grog clasps both hands on one side of his head and goes,
He likes you.
Well, good for him.
You smell like him. Because you're
Let's,
both corpsey. Come on.
let's get back to the inn and talk plans.
Okay, so as you guys
Yes, fucking
Oh my
please.
god, how are
as you
you
guys start
guys
making your way,
throw baby until it's a slightly dead baby?
What?
Frey,
What was that?
did you want to make your check as well to see what this is?
yeah, I'll do a Witcher knowledge, I guess.
Yeah.
Frey is very concerned. Doesn't look like anything to me.
Nope. However, do you want to give your brother his present?
Sure, she's not sure if she should, but she's like, well,
Why? I didn't do a bad thing.
I guess he didn't. Uh, as you go outside, there's a horse tied up. Uh,
Whoa! Horse for me, horse for Tyr and Barf.
horse for Tyr.
Yeah, hell yeah.
And barf.
And Barf.
There you go. That's your little. That's. Wait, is he your brother or your nephew?
Barf?
Wow.
I don't want to think about it. Freya
What
turns to
what's
Tyr.
your
Auntie smells like me too. Not as much
mm.
though.
Do not
No,
smell
not
me.
quite as dead. Not quite as dead. Not quite as dead.
Freya's like, don't fucking smell me. And
That's
turns
right.
back
No,
to.
he's right. She's a vampire, so she's a different kind of undead from you. Good job, Barf.
Well, they're both young dead.
Mm-hmm.
Not like Barf.
Anyway,
Did
you
you
How
say
can.
dead or young dead?
Young dead.
How old is Bar?
Uh, don't know. No, don't know. In the womb for a long time. No clocks in the womb.
That's true.
That's not
Tyr,
true.
you should get a clock in there. Barf
Well, there's
didn't
no one
know.
there anymore.
I know, but if you ever get bored.
I don't even know where it is anymore.
Oh.
I'll think about it.
Mm.
Grog sort of tilts his head and looks between Tyr's legs and goes,
Probably not, but
No,
What kind of horse is it?
is mothers. Mothers,
Oh.
yes, mothers.
The horse is a Mustang. It's black and white.
Hmm.
Sure is.
You can
Who's
also
mom?
pick the name.
I will name it.
Please think about it for more than 2 seconds.
Vomit.
Remember that
Yeah.
Alan
No.
is already taken.
Yeah. on it.
No. If you name it something bad, I'm keeping it.
No.
Foment's a perfectly good name for a horse.
Absolutely not. Your horse is named Alan.
And
No.
what's wrong with that?
Did you name Alan or did Alan name himself?
Yo, Alan's a person.
I'm gonna name it Apollo.
Oh, fancy.
Good choice.
I like Barf. I don't think Barf's a bad name. Do you think Barf's a bad name, Barf?
I don't care.
Then that's all that matters, little guy.
None of you could say my real name anyway. No, none of you. Shh, it's a secret.
I could try.
Right. Shh. No, shh. It's a secret. Can't tell. Nope. Only Mother knows our real name. We
Oh,
know it. No, we don't. Yes, we do.
is it in Undercommon, Gnomish, Deep Speech, Primordial, or Infernal? Or like common, but like, probably not.
What are those?
Languages. We're speaking common right now because it's the language that everyone speaks, so it's common.
The fuck was that noise?
It's deep speech.
Ew.
Somewhere, Karth is really mad because he actually speaks that. So,
Is deep speech different from abyssal?
yes.
Oh, shit.
Abyssal is the language spoken by demons. Deep speech is the language
Which is
spoken
usually
by
uncommon.
aberrations.
Oh, wait, we can speak other languages. We can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Watch. And he starts speaking. What languages does everyone speak?
Common, abyssal, infernal,
Uh,
I
undercommon.
see.
Celestial, Sylvan, and Common.
Harold?
abyssal, common, infernal, and primordial.
Walker.
Sylvan and
No, Walker.
Oh, yes.
You understand the creature as it speaks in perfect celestial.
What does it say?
This is another language I can speak in. Yes.
Does it flip as much when it speaks in Celestial?
Well, it only said that sentence, so you know.
Walker will speak back in Celestial. And she will say, "That's a very neat trick. Who taught you to speak Celestial?"
Oh, I was born with it. All gods are. I died, though. I don't get to be one. It's very boring in the womb.
When did you die?
Whenever Mother died.
Do you remember Mother's name?
Mother!
Other people wouldn't call her Mother. She's your mother.
Yes, I don't know what they called her. I was in her womb with all of my siblings.
And you died when she died?
Isn't that generally how that works?
For Celestials? It can get tricky.
Fair, but no.
Why are you gonna just jerk a thumb at here?
Because he killed the bad one.
The bad one.
My older brother.
Not a fan.
No, he was an asshole.
What happened to your other siblings?
They left.
Left.
Yeah.
Why didn't you leave?
It was too small.
What would you like him to call you something? We could teach him a word in Celestial.
My name is none of your business.
I didn't ask for your name. I asked what you would like to be called.
I don't care.
I think we should call you Trippy. But we'll call it you in Celestial. And we'll teach him the Celestial word for Trippy. What do you think?
Well, he calls me Barf, and he's kind of my dad now.
You don't think it would be funny?
No.
Well, I suppose that's fair. She'll switch back to common. And she looks at everyone else and goes, so we are looking at the smallest of the god children, children of mother, other name unspecified, who is very happy that Tyr killed his, and I quote, fucking asshole of an elder brother. And is perfectly happy to be called a barf because Tyr named them that way. Also,
Yeah,
speaks
Fair enough.
incredibly good Celestial, as, and I quote, all gods do.
Mhm.
that also tracks. Can you do that less though? Makes my ears itch.
We'll cover your ears next time.
Or you could just do it less.
So as you guys are having this conversation, Tyr and Barf happily riding on their new horse, whatever it's Apollo. We will. I think we'll actually fade out there. Looking at the time, it's 12:30 here. But next time we will actually. So next week is the last session before the 2-session break, I think.
Mhm.
Yes, before the 2-week break. So next week we will start. We're going to rewind time, and Karth, you get to have some conversations.
Yay.
Wait, can I? 1 second.
Yes.
One sec.
Presumably, she's talking to T.
Talking to he's looking something up.
Yeah.
Just before we quit, since we did long rest, so that level does apply. I would like to cast locate creature.
What's the range?
1,000 feet, which is about 300 meters. It's like a third of a mile. It's a fifth of a mile.
What are you trying to locate?
Trindar.
She is nowhere within that range.
Excellent. Update team. Wherever Drindar is, she is not lurking and about to pounce. Because a fifth
Oh,
of a
did
mile
you do like
covers.
a station spell or something?
Fifth of a mile will cover most of this town, yes.
Maybe.
Freya's like, I have a contingency plan to help us find her if we have to. And she pats the new horse on the flank.
So not looks
Hold
like
on. Where's our courthouse, T?
The courthouse is. Oh, I forget we moved it because it was one of these tiny ass houses. I believe it is this one. Oh no, it's this one. This is the courthouse.
All right.
It's 1,000 feet. Yeah.
Alright, so it doesn't quite cover. It covers a good portion of the town.
Yeah, if you walk over
Yeah,
to
no one knows that she's. No, Freya's not told anyone the information that Freya
Oh,
is.
but it does last up to 1 hour. So Walker will spend the
just
next
walk
little
around
bit.
town.
Yeah,
Take a
will
walk.
100% clear town. Because I don't need to actually leave the city limits in order to have covered everywhere.
Okay.
Wild spell.
Freya, what were you saying?
How long ago? Oh,
Just a little bit. You were saying.
well, Freya said that she has a contingency plan to help us find Drindar in the future, and then she pat the horse on the side because the stable guy said that all the horses shared stuff, so she reasons that they should smell similar. So she's going to acclimate to Apollo's smell, then she can track down Drindar's horse, should we come across it in the future. That's all.
Fucking find object is also only 1,000 feet. So even if it had a bit of tack, like if there was part of the set that happened to be on the other horse, I'm no help. It's down to you and your nose.
Yep.
I guess those spells are both more for like finding someone that is hiding as opposed to locating someone that is running.
Yeah. Yeah, I think so.
You reason? Do you, Freya? Do you tell them that Do you just tell them that she's bought a horse?
Oh, I guess I didn't include that
You
bit
didn't
of
tell anybody,
information.
Yeah.
As far as everyone was concerned, Freya went off last night, didn't tell anyone where she went, and then came back with a horse this afternoon.
It came back this morning, yeah, and then just went and bought a horse randomly. Yeah,
Yeah.
no one knows. So you want to fill them in real quick?
Yeah, so she will, as Walker is walking around trying to find object, Freya will be like, oh yeah, I tracked her down here, and then she had bought a horse and took it out of town, as far as I can tell. Sorry, you wasted your spell slots.
It's the most powerful spell slot I have, motherfucker. God damn it.
You didn't ask.
You didn't say anything.
Well, you didn't ask.
She did turn up with a horse.
I did randomly leave
That's kind of
a.
a statement in of itself.
I left court proceedings, bought a horse to give to my brother randomly.
You didn't even get to see me give the best statement, according to the sheriff.
That's
That's
true.
surprising.
Right? Apparently, I did great, and then both of them put their fucking foot in it.
You know, you
I
don't.
think actually I did great. Technically.
Did you? What did you say?
I made the argument that technically Grog was aligned with her cultural beliefs of justice.
Okay.
Oh, and the
I don't know
fucking
about
right.
all that.
My fucking remember when I was like, oh, I mean, I technically Mercy killed him because he was dying of blood poisoning. You were like, that was dumb. Don't say that. Literally, what the judge settled on. He was like, well, I would have thrown the guy in jail, and then he would have died in pain. So you Mercy killed him.
I don't know. I thought that was pretty. Seemed like one of the ways we could have gone. Anyway, I'm glad you're not in jail, I guess. Grog.
Aw, that's big coming from you.
Would have been very inconvenient to break you out of jail.
Especially
Again.
with your local thief not able to help.
Is Garth out here?
I have disadvantage on everything.
He was forced on mandatory bed rest.
Mhm.
Listen, I might have a plus 11 to sleight of hand, but that doesn't count for a whole lot if I roll a 2.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Karth is probably, depending on when you guys want to travel, Karth will be travel able in a couple of days. It will be longer if you wait for him to fully heal his exhaustion, which, depending, you are going out onto the road in Barovia. So what we'll do next time is we'll talk about Karth. You'll get your scene of just you with any questions you have with the NPCs that you're hanging out with, any conversations you'd like to have there, and then from there we'll decide how long you guys are waiting for Karth to rest, and then you will have some downtime activities.
I'm also officially changing Karth's name from Karth, Disciple of Himarath, to Karth the Weed Kobold.
Yeah. Okay.
World's tiniest drug dealer.
So does that make sense for everybody for next time?
Yep.
It's
Yeah.
not the world's
Have-
tiniest drug dealer.
have a thought about what you're going to want to do during your downtime before next week. Because Karth is you're at 4, so you have all day today. So because this is just the morning, so you'll have today,
Mm-hmm.
tomorrow. So you have 4 more days.
Yep.
Until
4 more
March
long
starts.
rests before I am back at 100%.
Yeah. So have a think about what you're going to want to do during that downtime.
Fucking nothing.
I already know.
Yeah, no, Karth, you beyond hanging out, you have to. This is not just your normal exhaustion. You're unfortunately stuck. You might be able to do some small things, like if you want to go and do some shopping or just walk around on like the last couple of days, that would be fine. But generally speaking, you're down for the count. But everybody else, just kind of keep it in mind. Think about what you want to do, what you want to look into. Um, and yeah, we'll go from there. And that is where we
Coolio.
will end today.
Good night, everybody. Thank you for the fun session.
Thanks for
Indeed.
playing.
I'm so glad I
Hell
reminded
yeah.
everyone Barf existed. I'm so excited for Grog to meet Barf.
It's going to be a match.
Oh, yeah, 'cause I
made in
guess
heaven right
Mark
now. I
was
mean,
not.
hell.
Yeah.
Freya's gonna be sitting there, tears bantering with Barf. She's like, I don't want to have to deal with this for the rest of my life.
Freya's gonna be
Oh,
sat
someone
there
jealous
between
that they
two.
that their brother found a friend. Mm-hmm.
mm, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay.
Night team.
Bye,
Good night.
Hey,
recording.
everybody.
Bye, recording.
Hey,
Bye,
everybody.
recording.